Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Swack and we're going to talk about writing today. So my friends, here we are, and if you remember from the last few sessions, we had our first page and it had a number 1 at the top. We had our number 2. Okay, that was our next page we did yesterday. And now when I turn the page, I should be ready for number 3. So when I go to begin my page number 3, it should be the last part of the story that I told across my fingers. Okay, so for me, my story was about getting locked out. First, I went outside to get my sunglasses. Next, when I went to go back inside the house, the door was locked. So now I'm going to use a word to end my story. It's the last thing that happens. So I can use the word last. Or I'm also going to show you that for some of you, you might want to use the word finally, because it kind of depends on your story. So I am also going to spell for you the word finally. Okay, so you might have finally, or you might have last. So I'm going to say in my story, last I ran to the front door and rang the doorbell. And if you remember, all of this happened when I was outside in my bathrobe. That's the part of my story. Okay, I could also, if I want to use the word finally instead, I could say finally. After knocking on the garage door, I ran to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. Oh my goodness, this is a really long first grade sentence, but it's a really important part of my story. So now I'm going to make sure my picture matches. So the other door to my house was brown, but this one on the front of my house is gray. Okay, it has fancy glass in it. We just got it. Okay, some of it's gray, some of it's blue. Okay, and right now, to be fancy on my house, we have a brown sign that has the letters welcome. I bought it at the vendor fair last year. Okay, and then today, after school, we picked up some pumpkins, so I have a little pumpkin on the porch. Okay, we'll probably carve that for Halloween. Okay, so this is going to look like the front. I'll stop right there. I think you get the idea. Okay, off you go, friends. Happy writing. End your story.